VTHN welcomes you to the following presentation of Virginia Tech Hockey.
On the road of curves and speed bumps, you will find Cy Fieldhouse, home of the Lawrenceville Bulldogs. So this afternoon, the Barn becomes host to an ACCHL matchup as the high-scoring Virginia Tech Hokies look to take the weekend series against the Rider Broncs on the road. Apologies, I just found out the audio was off during my whole speech, which is quite unfortunate, but I'll give you a quick summary. Hokies looking dominant once again with a 10-3 win against the Broncs last night, 10-3 win. Gavin Peduzzi, who scored 6 points in that one with 3 goals and 3 assists, he has a chance to make history tonight. With 3 points, he can tie the Virginia Tech all-time program record in scoring. But with 4 points, he can break it in just his 83rd game. Of course, we'll keep you updated on throughout the game on how many points he needs. But again, 3 to tie, 4 to take the all-time program record. Hokies winners of 6 in a row. Their most dating back to 2017 when they've won 7 in a row. They'll look to replicate it tonight. Hokies wearing their black sweaters. It's a rematch of the jersey combinations. Hokies wearing their black sweaters. The Rider Broncs looking to avenge their last night's loss in their white home unis. Each team will skate to their bench. We'll take a side step here as we get ready for starting lineups and national anthem. Testing 1 2 3. 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 He shoots. He scores. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Once again, folks, we welcome you inside Cy Fieldhouse for tonight's matchup between the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Rider Broncos. Hopefully everything is all in shape for tonight's broadcast. We once again apologize for last night with the video feed, but knock on wood, we should be good to go tonight. And as I say tonight, I mean this afternoon. Hokies' first afternoon game this season. We'll give you a quick starting lineup breakdown. First for the Hokies, led by Coach Joe Mullen. One win away from tying the all-time ACCHL record. He'll send out his first line of Kazai, Paduzzi, and Garlock, who generated 17 points combined last night. And then the defensive pair of Lugis and McAfee. Starting in net, the New Jersey native Shane Cook for the Hokies. They'll go off against Ryder, headed by Connor Fox in his second season. He'll throw out the line of Schneider, Marone, and McKeach. With Yeoman and Kusumano, the defensive pair. And starting in net once again is Giverowski. Away we go. Puck immediately flies into the Hokies offensive zone. Kazai with a quick turnaround. His shot saved by Giverowski. Hokies strike quick. Remember last night it was Austin Hearn who got the Hokies their first shot immediately. Tonight, Cam Kazai. Kazai, who had 6 assists last night, ties career highs right off the faceoff. Kazai charges for the puck, loses it. kept in by the glove of Lagas. He'll chip that one in behind the boards. Kazai will take it on the near side. Kazai, he'll give it over to Peduzzi. His shot, saved by Gavrowski. Peduzzi also a name to look out for. Needs 3 points to tie, 4 points to get the all-time points lead in Virginia Tech program history. Again, we'll keep you updated as the game goes on. Peduzzi, that pass off of Marone. Peduzzi gets it again and chips it ahead. Ethan Garlock, who had himself a night. He'll go in for a change as Ryder now pushes ahead. Crossing the blue line, Schneider leaves it for Pepe. Back to Schneider. Schneider on the low wing. He'll try to feed it in front. Saved by Cook, who's on his glute. As now ahead comes Zach Story. Zach Story, 5 goals this season. His shot saved by Jarowski. And we'll have a whistle. As I mentioned, a 10-3 game. Lots of scoring from the Hokies. Had 54 shots on net. Or 6-0. 6-1 when out shooting their opponents. They have outshot their opponents in every game this season. So certainly something to look out for. Tons of shots to the net. Goaltender. Got to stay on his knees at all time. Lanigan shot. That one wide of the net. Picked up by Rauch. McDermott will bank it ahead to the Hokies defensive zone. Max Sullivan, a rookie defenseman, will take it. A little bit ahead for Stewart. Gets to the Tulo on the far side. Tulo stretched past to Hearn. Intercepted. Ryder playing without their captain Dom Cicero tonight after that 5-minute game misconduct last night on that hit on Fantozzi from behind. Lanigan will take it on the far corner. That one intended for Tulo goes wide, eventually touched by Fantozzi, so no icing. Just about now 2 minutes gone in this contest. Icing will be called. We saw all 4 lines for the Hokies produce last night. Fantozzi tied up on the faceoff, gets a Kube, who one-hands it over to the corner of Marshall Campbell, who scored a goal, will take it last night. Campbell sandwiched between 2 Broncs, Schneider and Kenna. Kenna comes up with it. He'll go around to the near side net. He'll just flip it up, glove down by Kellogg, who just throws it forward. Drew Takray will take it. Puck finds on the stick of Marshall Campbell. Campbell walking in, his shot off the glove of Gavrowski and out of play. Not a lot of substitutions on this road trip for Coach Mullen. Barrett Lunder as well as Shane Seawick will be out there tonight. Matt Veneri out, and I believe Dean Surgeon as well for the Hokies. Off the face-off, Dean Surgeon has it. His shot covered up by Gavrowski. As I said, Shane Cook's in net. Key, who started last night, backing him up, as well as Tucker Forrest, who's on the opposite side of the bench. Fantastic rookie. 2 wins already in this campaign for the Hokies. That shot off the faceoff by Log is blocked by, I believe, Cole Schneider. Schneider will chip it off the boards and able to clear it. And he'll push ahead. Schneider entering on the left side. He'll backhand it. That one blocked by the body of Lagas. Lagas with no stick. Picks it up. Keench trying to make a move in front of the net. Good defense there by McAfee to break it up. He'll send it deep down, and icing will be called as Surgeon's unable to get there. Face-off will take place in the Hokies defensive zone. It'll be Arthur Seng going up against McDermott. Both men goal scorers of last night. We'll see what kind of energy these 2 teams bring. It's an afternoon game on a Saturday after a 10-3 win for the Hokies last night. As that shot off the face-off goes wide left to Cook. Surgeon will just chip it off the boards, able to get it to the Ryder bench. Will be picked up by Shane Seawick. Seawick pinned against the boards by Call. Rauch will pick it up. crossing center ice. Good stick there by Arthur Sang. Sang, fresh off it. Gives it to Garlock. His shot. Saved by Girareski. Rebound. Score! Arthur Sang pops the rebound in. Hokies up 1-0. Beautiful execution there from Sang to Garlock. Garlock the shot. The rebound floats right into Sang's possession, and he buries it for his 3rd goal of the season, 2nd goal of the weekend. And the Hokies are on top once again over the Bronx. Off the face-off, Mike Connolly will dump it in behind Shane Cook. J.H. Lagas will just chip it to McAfee off of his stick. Hodudi will backhand it around the boards on the near far side. Kazai. Lagas. He'll send it to the near side with McAfee, who will just flip it up to the neutral zone. Jackson Call to Conley. He'll chip it off the Hokies bench, and he'll go deep down into the zone. Behind the net now, McAfee to the near side with Garlock. Garlock will try to stretch that one. The Kazai, though, goes above his stick. Peduzzi keeps it in. Kazai loses his stick. Yeoman there was with him. Lanigan keeps it in on the far side. He'll just chuck it in behind. Kazai will pick it up. Backhand in front for Garlock. His shot. See if I can get a rescue rebound. Smothered by the alternate captain of the Bronx. Busy here in the early stages of this one. Not even 5 minutes in. Hokies lead the shot total 9-2. Again, with that first line, it's very dangerous no matter who has a puck, whether it's Peduzzi, Kazai, Garlock. We've seen you and Andrew on that first line a couple of times this season. Austin Hearn. Lanigan stops in his tracks, spins around on the near side, gives it to Austin Hearn, who shovels it over to Zach Stort. Zach Stort on the near side takes it into the zone. He'll chase the puck. He'll be pinned against the boards by Schneider. Zach Stort staying with it. Kept in by Lanigan. Lanigan, good stick there by Schneider to break it up. Lanigan retakes it. We'll try to send it in. It goes behind the net. Popped out and took in by Ty Schneider. Ty Schneider gets it over to his brother Cole. We get it over to McKeach. McKeach off of the stick of Marone. And he'll go for a change. Marshall Campbell now. He'll just flick that one out of the zone, intended for Hearn. Hearn will go to the bench. Hokies will go for an offensive and defensive change. A full line change for the Hokies. Right off the stick of McDermott. Kellogg. He'll survey. Gets ahead to Fantozzi. Yeoman will spin, pressured by Fantozzi. Rauch able to get it to an open man of Pepe. Pepe over to McDermott. McDermott entering the zone. He'll shovel that one over to Pepe. Pepe go behind the net. Backhands it. Sends it around for Rauch. Rauch behind the net. Pressured by Kellogg. Rauch. He'll swing it back over to the far side. Fantozzi, not yet cleared. Kept in by Kusumano. His shot deflected. Saved by Cook. Rebound still in front. Loose. Battling for it and eventually taken by the Hokies. It's Marshall Campbell. Campbell backhands it ahead for Kubi. Kubi unable to reach it. Fantozzi will send it in. Hokies are offside, so they'll go for a change. .13:39 remaining. 1-0 Hokies off the stick of Arthur Sang. Connolly over to Kenna. Kenna ahead for Ty Schneider. Ty Schneider presses ahead. That shot is easily saved by Cook. J.H. Lagas over to Dean Sargent. Sargent, the New Jersey native, will get ahead to J.H. Lagas. Lagas, he'll try to nift his way around. Arthur Sang was there. If he had a stick on the ice, he might have gotten a shot off of it. Conley trying to get the puck out of the zone. Eventually gets it over to Kenna. Kenna will push ahead. He'll backhand that one in. Gloved down by Cook and eventually kept for a whistle. Will be the first line of the Hokies going up against the first line of the Bronx. Peduzzi and McKeach going at it. Excuse me, that's not Schneider. We'll do it again. Hokies looking for their 7th win of the season. Bronx looking to get back on track now. Losers of 4 straight. Off the face-off, Garlock, good job reading that one. He's got Kazai with him. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Everybody get it, Kazai. Kazai stops in the shot, shoots! That one saved by Giborowski. Great chance there by Kazai. He's tangled up. There's going to be a penalty called on Ryder, I believe, for holding. As going to the net was, getting out of the net was Cook, but Doozy flips that one off the netting. But either way, the Hokies will go on the power play. Looks like it will be Yeoman heading to the bench. So the Virginia Tech Hokies will go on the Grand Home Furnishings power play. They were 5 for 7 last night, trying to replicate their success this afternoon. Fantozzi, Paduzzi, Lagos, Garlock, and Kazai out there for Coach Mullen. That's a minor for holding for Yeoman. Fantozzi wins the faceoff. Paduzzi over to Lagos. Remember, Paduzzi needs 3 points to tie, 4 to get the all-time record. Cole Schneider able to at least clear it to neutral zone. Lagos battling for it with McKeach. Paduzzi will pick it up. Paduzzi enters on the right side. Schneider will once again clear. It seems like whatever the Hokies struggled with last season is a complete turnaround this season. Struggling in the first period, struggling on the power play. They've both been successful this season as Kazai enters the zone. On the far side, he'll wrap around. Centers it for Fantozzi, couldn't get a stick on it. Shot by Garlock, just missed the net. It was a weak puck. Paduzzi able to backhand that one in. First one there will be Kazai, who gets it over to Paduzzi. Excuse me, kept in by Paduzzi. At the point, gets it to Lagos. Lagos to Paduzzi. Paduzzi's shot, that one blocked. Kept in by Paduzzi, good awareness there. To Kazai, his shot blocked by Call. Once again, Kazai pinned up by Call. Fantozzi behind the net. Gets it over, shooting that one is Lagos. Rebound in front, Garlock scrambling for it, and it's eventually covered up by the belly of Giborowski. And we'll have a whistle. 43 seconds remain on the power play for the Hokies. The efforts there, the execution just barely missing. Once again, thank you for watching the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. An afternoon matchup between the Hokies and the Bronx. Off the face-off, Sullivan gets it over to Austin Hearn. Hearn. Pass intended for Sullivan goes wide of him, so the Hokies will have to retreat. But enters his own back with Austin Hearn. Hearn kept in by Sullivan. Austin Hearn back to Sullivan at the point. Sullivan over to Lanigan. Lanigan waiting, gets it down low. Back to Sullivan, his shot, saved by Giborowski. Lanigan, the Stewart. Stewart back to the point with Sullivan. Sullivan over now, shooting that one, saved from Giborowski was the shot from Austin Hearn. 6 seconds remaining on the penalty. Hokies now running up the shot total 14-4 over the Bronx. Giborowski really in these past 24 hours has been putting in the work. Seeing now over 70 shots from this Hokies offense. Austin Hearn off the face-off will backhand that one to the point with Sullivan. Yeoman now out of the box. Both teams are at full strength. Stewart trying to be wrapped around by Tulo. Rebound in front, eventually cleared. Hokies will go for an offensive change quickly. Sullivan mingles his way to Stewart, who gets it over to Hearn. Hearn entering on the right side. He'll stop in his tracks, loses his balance. There's going to be another penalty coming up on Ryder. It's going to be Ty Schneider for tripping Austin Hearn. And just like that, the Hokies will go back on the power play. Funny story, me and the Ryder broadcasters, who you can also catch on Breakout Sports broadcasting here, also on YouTube, set an the over-under penalty minute total tonight at 30. I took the over. And And so far, 4 penalty minutes combined for Ryder. The Hokies go on the grand home furnishing power play. Once again, it looks like there's going to be 2 men in the box. As Gut is going to serve some time. Might be unsportsmanlike on Schneider after the play. We just shot that puck after the whistle. Well, Ryder has 2 men in the box. There's yet to be a call on why Gut's in there. We'll get you that as soon as we can. Off the face-off, Peduzzi backhands it. Cross ice for Lagas. Lagas will shoot it in. Garlock. Gets it to Kazai. Peduzzi. Shot. It's going to be a 10-minute on Schneider. Gut's going to serve the 2 minutes. That's why there are 2 Broncs in the bin. It's Peduzzi at the right point. We'll get it over to Kazai. Kazai, shifty with it, surveys the field. He'll shoot that one. Saved by Gawarowski. Peduzzi there to collect it. He'll get it down low to Lagas. Lagas at the wing. Now at the top of the circle, over to get it across to Kazai, who gets to the Peduzzi. Peduzzi's right shot. That one deflected by Garlock. Puck now behind the net. Fantozzi, Garlock, Lagas all there. 3 Hokies, eventually taken by Fantozzi, who gets it to Kazai. Kazai on the right side. Over to Fantozzi, back to Kazai. Kazai patiently to, that one deflected, and it goes in! Off of the stick of Garlock, I believe. And the Hokies tack on another one on the power play. And I believe the assist will go to Peduzzi, inching closer to the all-time mark. Peduzzi with the wrist shot, the deflection, and it goes in off of the stick of Garlock. Garlock's now 6th point of the weekend. 3 goals, 3 assists. Have yourself a weekend. Just about 10 minutes away, Princeton, New Jersey is where Garlock is from. So a homecoming of sorts for the sophomore. Kubi, another New Jersey native. Battles for the puck. And there's going to be another whistle. Potentially another penalty. We'll see on who this is. It's going to be Kubi. We're going to find out. I think it is going to be on Kubi. So back and forth, the seesaw ticks. Now the Hokies will go on the penalty kill, and Ryder will go on the power play. Ryder was 1 for 7 last night on the power play. Off the face-off, shot there, just out of the reach of Cook, collected by Cole Schneider. Cole Schneider gets it cross ice to Rouch. Rouch, now intended for McDermott, though it just skipped off of his stick. Centering for Pepe. He'll take his time now, gets it to the point with Kusumano. Kusumano over to Pepe. Pepe, his shot. Cook able to smother it, and we'll have another whistle. Again, Dom Cercio, the Bronx leading scorer, is not in the game. He is out serving a suspension. 1 game for the hit last night on Dom Fantozzi. Peduzzi and Kazai on the assist of the Garlock goal. So now Peduzzi, 2 away from tying, 3 from taking the all-time lead. And speaking of Peduzzi, charging after it. Makes the man miss. Goes past Schneider. His backhander saved by Gawarowski. Lisa in front. Backhanded. Another save by Gawarowski. Peduzzi trying to put it in. Unable to. Hokies this season have been dangerous on the shorthand. The combination of Kazai and Peduzzi. Electric skaters for sure. Is now collected by Kusumano. Kusumano. Ron slipped. Gets it over to Schneider. His shot blockered by Cook. Able to clear by McAfee. Waste some more time off the clock. Less than a minute on the power play for Ryder. Virginia Tech leads 2-0. McDermott. Gets it to Kusumano. Kusumano tries for Marone. Picked up by McKeach. McKeach. Puck goes now to the near side. Schneider. It's Marone. Marin. Get to the Schneider. Schneider shot. Aimed for the weak side of Cook. McDermott. Down low. On the far side gets to Kenna. Kenna. Survey. Gets it back to McDermott. McDermott. Cross ice to Schneider. That one. It went in between the legs of Cook, but it went wide. Kenna. Over to Marone. His centering pass. Popped in the air. Still loose in front. Saved by Cook. Rebound. And eventually covered. Leaping out of his crease was Cook to make the save. As the power play expires, Hokies kill off the man disadvantage. So we're back at even strength. 6:39 remaining. Tech leads 2-0 over Ryder. Shades of last night as that passed out of the reach of Kazai and it'll go down. No icing called. Yeoman will chip that one off the glass. Goes past the Ryder bench. Sullivan will skip it ahead to Peduzzi. Peduzzi enters the zone. He's got Kazai. His shot. Saved by Givarowski. Pull it in front. Saved by Givarowski. Reaching his glove out and snatching it out of the midair. .20 shots on net for the Hokies. Will be Zach Stewart taking the face-off. And Jangra. Face-off won by the Hokies. Jangra able to poke it ahead to Connolly. Connolly, full head of steam. Pressure there by Zach Stewart. Good back check there by the Hokies. Sullivan kicks it to himself. Trips and falls. Able to at least clear it. Call will return the favor and send it back in deep. 5:50 remaining. Hokies up 2-0. Austin Hearn enters on the right side. Patiently waiting. Tries to feed it for Stewart, who gets bodied by Yeoman, unable to get a stick on it. And now Ryder will try to look to score. Kenna shot blocked by Sullivan. Hearn. Well, backhanded by, there's going to be a whistle, and I believe another penalty is going to upcome unless it's an offsides, which I think it is instead. The refs are talking it over. And it's going to be, I think it was just a whistle. Face off is going to be Stewart and McDermott. Tie up by the ref's feet. Sullivan to Tulo. Tulo crosses the red line. He'll send that one in. Givarowski leaves it for Turner. Turner. Kube clashes with Turner. Turner falls down. Kube using his physicality, able to shove a man off and dump it back into the zone. Turner. He'll send that one off the boards. Kube right there. Shot there by Fantozzi. Kube circles behind the net. He'll try to center it for Campbell. Log is his shot. That one deflected loose in front still. Tried to be buried by Fantozzi, unable to. And we'll have another whistle as Givarowski stays busy. Some more pushing and shoving between the two sides. Able to break it up. 4:41 remaining. We had a feeling this game might get chippy. Again, the last night's contest was a 10-3 win. And it really got ugly towards the end, especially with that hit by Dom Cercio on Fantozzi. A Dom-on-Dom crime. Face off in the Hokies offensive end. It'll be Arthur Sang going up against Cole Schneider. Face off won by the Hokies. Slap shot there, that one way wide of the net. Sang uses his body to keep it in. He'll kick it. Call there. Siwick there pressuring. Little call will emerge. Good forward check there by the Hokies. Sang looking for a passing partner. He'll take it himself. Shooting that one. kicked by Gaborowski. Kept in by Barrett Lunder. Siwick backhands that one. No one home. Puck popped in the air to center ice. Schneider. He's got Marone. Gets it to Marone. Marone's shot. Cook lays down, though the shot went over his net. Cook doesn't know where the puck is. Stretches his leg out. Makes a save, but Schneider turns around and gets the rebound in. Ryder scores. Looked like Cook was confused on where the puck was. He just stuck his right leg out, made the initial save, but Schneider able to capitalize and get the Bronx within one. Face off the Ryder goals, taken by the Bronx. Puck chipped in. We'll see what Ryder does with this newfound energy after the goal from Schneider. Schneider now having to play more time on that first line due to Cicero being out for this one. McDermott will turn around and shoot that one wide to Cook. Cusimano battling with Lanigan. Taken by Rauch. He'll just chip that one back in. Kazai to Lanigan. Lanigan unable to clear. Taken over by Pepe. Pepe. Good defense there by Kazai. Falling down is Lanigan. Pushes ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan to Garlock. Back to Peduzzi. Peduzzi, Kazai. A dynamic duo. Peduzzi to Kazai. Kazai shot. Saved by Gaborowski. Marin on the assist of Schneider. Shots now 25-10 in favor of the Hokies. 2-1 to score. 3 minutes just over. 3:06 to be exact remaining in the opening period of play. The Hokies after this one will stay at home for 4 games. They'll welcome rival West Virginia. Should be a good one. Got a blackout on Friday night. And then they welcome Maryland, the Terps, to the Lancerlot Sports Complex. Tulo will send it in. Turner, stretch pass, kick there by Lagus. Yeoman. He'll bank it off the boards. Marin over to McKeach. McKeach hit there by McAfee. Zach Stewart gets it to the far side. Tulo to Lagus. He'll backhand that. At least out of the zone. Turner. Yeoman sausters it. Cross ice. Intended from Gingras. Hokies going for an offensive change. Fantozzi gets it to Campbell, though, taken by Ryder. It was either going to be a low-scoring game today or a high-scoring game. 2-1s to score so far through 1. Oh, Hokies are pushing ahead. It's Marshall Campbell. His shot blocked by Cusimano. Kept in. I believe that's Don Fantozzi there. To the point with Kellogg. Kellogg able to fight for it. And there's going to be a whistle. It's going to be a... Faceoff will be outside of the zone, just past the blue line. Will be Fantozzi and McDermott. Fantozzi wins it. Call. Read there by Campbell. McDermott will bank it off the Hokie bench. And it'll go down. Again, Gavin Peduzzi needs 2 goals to tie 3 to make the all-time record. As that save there by Cook, who comes way out of his crease to make the save. It was Convery on the shot for Ryder. Played his first game for the Bronx last night. Didn't really get that much action. Though with 1:22 remaining, is back there on the ice. Trying to make this a tie game. Roush loses a stick, and now it's a 3-on-2 for the Hokies. Sullivan, Surgeon, Seawick tries to get it to Surgeon. Pass from Sullivan. Surgeon will send it around the boards, down on the near side corner. Puck flies in the air, Sang charging after it. He's battled there by Convery. Sullivan will just throw it in. Less than 1 minute remaining here in the opening period of play. Hokies up 2-1 over the Bronx. Cusimano enters on the left side. He'll stop. Tries to center it, blocked by Cook. Cole Schneider. He'll circle around. Get to the Cusimano at the point. Cusimano, his shot easily in the breadbasket of Cook. Rebound in front. Dangerous situation. Cook able to cover it. And with 30.9 seconds left, we'll have another face-off. Peduzzi will take it this time for the Hokies. He's flanked by Lagis and Garlock. Face-off goes to McAfee. He'll just slap shot that one. Goes around. No icing called as Kazai beats it out. Kazai. Pushed there by Yeoman. Those two battling out. It was Yeoman who had the penalty for holding Kazai earlier. It's Cole Schneider now. Enters his own. Tries to feed it for McKean. She's knocked down by McAfee. And that's going to conclude the first period of play. Here from Lawrenceville, New Jersey, the Hokies strike first and have the lead as we enter the second period. Score 2-1. Goals scored by Arthur Sang and Ethan Garlock. We'll see what the second period has in store. Shots in favor of the Hokies, 25-14. We'll be right back here on the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Don't go away. We'll be right back. We welcome you back here to Lawrenceville, New Jersey. A beautiful skyline of Trenton there. Had the pleasure of interning with the Trenton Thunder local team. I'm from New Jersey. So we begin the start of the second period between the Bronx and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Here from the Cy Fieldhouse, Hokies up 2-1 over the Bronx as we begin period number 2. Both teams switching. Now the Hokies going from right to left, wearing their black sweaters. The Bronx going from left to right, wearing their white jerseys. 20 minutes set back on the clock. Hokies have the shot goal on goal advantage, 25-14. Currently averaging just about 50 goals, 50 shots per game this season. Certainly already halfway at that mark. Can he eclipse it that today during this period? Off the faceoff, Garowski swipes at it. Dangerous first line for the Hokies of Garlock, Kazai, and Paduzzi out there for the Hokies. They'll have Logius and McAfee behind them. And of course Shane Cook, who's in net tonight for the Hokies. Stick down by Garlock. He'll get that ahead. Paduzzi loose there. For a second, could have had a shot at potentially getting a shot off. Pepe will just dump it in. Cook. He'll misdirect the puck. Able to clear. This game isn't crucial as Kazai charging after it. Falls down. Off of his skate. Almost goes in. Kazai feeds it. Kept in by Hearn. Lanigan to go and retrieve it. As I mentioned, this game is important for both teams as the ACCHL points are at stake, league points. Hokies have yet to play a league game this season. They're currently trailing UNC and UNCW. The league this year is split into 3 divisions. The Hokies in a division with UNC and UNCW. The Rider is with Rowan and Penn State. Rider will play Penn State tomorrow as that puck out of play off the netting. Of course, the story of the game, Gavin Paduzzi needing 2 points to tie the all-time program record, needing 3 to break it. Already has an assist on the Garlock goal earlier on in the first. Yeoman off the face-off, cross ice to Turner. Turner will dump it in. Lanigan off the far side boards. Campbell will backhand it to Dom Fantozzi, who now creeps on the near side. Enters the zone. Be sent around. Chris Kuby. That pass out of the reach of Fantozzi and Lanigan, who overskates it. Lanigan will collect the puck off the boards on against the Hokies bench. Sullivan backhands it to Campbell. Campbell loses it, battles with Cole Schneider. Cole Schneider ends up with it. Schneider, the lone goal scorer for the Bronx this afternoon. Schneider dives in, saved by Cook. Fantozzi will send it around the near side boards, able to clear it, and it goes down. No icing. Battling now is Chris Kuby and Kusumano. Kusumano will slam it off the back wall. Drew to Cray will take it. Cross ice. Slam that one was Kellogg. Taken by Zangra. To Cray. Playing in his home state, along with 4 other Hokies. Kellogg. Off the boards to Dean Sargent. Sargent. He's met there by Chrome. Quick. Getting his first minutes of the weekend. His pass goes a long way. Kellogg will go back to retrieve it. McDermott reads it off the boards. His shot saved, blocked actually by Tecray. Kusumano tries to send it, blocked by the skate of Sargent. Ensuing efforts. Shot there, slap shot saved by Cook from Zangra. 16:40 remaining here in the second period. Hokies looking to extend their win streak to 7. Haven't had that happen since 2017. 7 years since the Hokies have won 7 in a row. Lots of 7s involved. Maybe go to Vegas after this. Off the face-off, Cam Kazai. McAfee will enter the zone. Good stick handles. His just lasers one towards the net. Peduzzi battling for it. Puck now on the near side. Yeoman. Read there by McAfee. Gloves it down. Right now by the Hokies bench. Gavin Peduzzi gets it. Kazai overskates it. Yeoman now. He's been involved heavily in this game, whether it be with Kazai or just handling the puck. Kazai. Off the body of Peduzzi. He'll send it forward to Ethan Garlock. Garlock leaves it for Kazai. Gets it back to Garlock. Garlock tries to get it to Peduzzi. Peduzzi gonna read it. His shot. I want to cross the crease. Garlock whiffs on it. It will be taken in by Lagus. Lagus will go around to the near side. He'll backhand that one for McAfee. McAfee. Ahead now for Peduzzi. That first line getting tired. The Hokies will go for a defensive change. That shot by Peduzzi. High. Lanigan. Peduzzi will go for a change. Off the stick of Tulo. Taken by Yeoman. Yeoman will once again head that one. Off the stick of Lanigan. No icing. Sullivan. Max Sullivan. Picked up an assist yesterday. We'll get it to Austin Hearn. Tulo. That one just past his right skate. Jackson Call. Met there by Tulo behind the Ryder net. Still battling for it. Hearn now. Kenna there. Eventually wounds up on the far side. Able to be cleared by Connolly. Whiffed on by Sullivan. Sullivan over to Stewart. Hokies now pushing. It's Hearn. Hearn shooting that one off the stick. A call deflected out of play. Excuse me. Off the glass. It'll be Zach Stewart. Stewart gets it to Lanigan, who was coming in. Still losing friend. Scoring is Zach Stewart. Picked up the loose puck and delivers it home. The Hokies up 3-0. Excuse me, 3-1 on the Bronx. Excellent execution there by the Hokies offense. He had Lanigan creep in from the D spot. It was risky, but it paid off as his shot found the stick of Zach Stewart off the rebound from Givarowski's pad. Stewart buries it home for his 6th goal of the season. All of Stewart's 6 points have come from goals. Of course, he had that 5-goal weekend against UNC Charlotte, which included a hat trick. Earned himself the player of the week for the Hokies that series. As now Kube gets to the Fantozzi, the one-timer whiffed on. Great chance down low from the Natum from Philadelphia. McDermott. Ryder trying to clear, eventually does, off the stick of Fantozzi. Barrett Lunder. Off of Campbell. Campbell enters on the left side. His shots above the blocker of Givarowski. Kellogg able to keep it in. Kubi leaves it ahead for Campbell. Couldn't stay with it. Tries to center for Kubi. Kept in by Kellogg. Kellogg whiffs on the shot. Stays with it. Over to Campbell. Campbell backhanded. And it goes in. No goal. Still listening. Eventually he's kicked in, but no goal. Campbell kicked it in off of his skate. Excuse me. That was Kubi. Thought the initial shot went in. But the ref right there on the line said no. And then it was loose. Campbell, who was skating, kicked it in. But we'll see what the refs say if he was pushed maybe by a Bronc. Because if he was pushed, the goal would count. But it looks like it's going to stand as a no-goal call. Coach Mullen wanting to figure out why. From my angle, it looked like Campbell was tapped in. And he had really no control over what direction he was heading in. He was heading towards the net regardless, but he was being pushed by a Rider defender. I mean, we can rewind the tape and maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I need to get my glasses checked. But either way, it's no goal, and it stands still a 3-1 Virginia Tech lead over the Bronx. McKeach and Peduzzi will face off, won by Rider. Ty Schneider. Loose puck picked up by Peduzzi. Peduzzi to Kazai. Kazai back to Peduzzi. He shoots and he scores! The dynamic duo strikes again. Peduzzi to Kazai. Back to Peduzzi. And the Hokies up 4-1. And folks, with that goal, Peduzzi is now 1 away from tying. 1 away from taking 2 away from taking the all-time points lead. But unfortunately, we might have to wait 2 minutes as Peduzzi is going to head to the box. Maybe unsportsmanlike conduct. I wouldn't be surprised. Spent some time last night after his last goal, his 3rd goal, a hat trick, taking off his bucket. And drew him an unsportsmanlike penalty last night. I'm imagining the same here. So Rider will go on the power play. The 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. Hokies lead the shot column 30-16. Be McDermott and Tulo taking the face off. Tied up, won by Rider. Cole Schneider. Over to Cusimano. Cusimano. No one home. I think Rauch misread that. He thought he was going to throw the puck a little further on his stick. It was a weak pass. Less than 13 minutes remaining here in the second. Hokies up 4-1. Average about a little over 6 goals a game as Matt Tulo. His shot off the stick of Cusimano. Tulo's second chance. There's going to be a penalty. As charging in was Cole Schneider to take out Matt Tulo. Having some words with the referee is Cole Schneider, but Tulo was already down. Schneider came in like Superman, essentially at Tulo, who was defenseless, but it'll now be a 4-on-4, taking away the Rider penalty. Like we said, obviously some frustrations from last night's loss. I'll have to check by the end of the period, but the over-under 30 penalty minutes combined between the two teams. If you took the over, you might as well win the jackpot. Lanigan. Out of the reach of Fantozzi. 4-on-4 hockey. Yeoman banks it off the glass, kept in by Sullivan. He gets it to Hearn. Austin Hearn leads the team in points by a rookie. Hearn tries to maneuver his way around the defense. Good job there by Turner. Kept in by Lanigan, who shoves down McKeach. Lanigan, although small in size, can deliver a heavy force when it comes to pushing and shoving for the puck. 12:06 remaining. 57 seconds remaining on the Peduzzi penalty. Be 28 seconds of power play time for the Hokies once Peduzzi comes out of the box. So it'll be Garlock, Kazai, Lanigan, and Sullivan out there for the Hokies. Off the face-off, Kazai collects the puck. He'll bank it off to the near side of Lanigan. Lanigan back to Kazai, back to Lanigan. Lanigan, cross ice to Sullivan, off of his stick, keeps it in. Turner, puts it there by Garlock. Garlock, waiting, trying to find someone to get in the slot, gets it to the point with Sullivan. Sullivan over to Kazai, back to Garlock. Garlock on the near side. Lost control, will just throw it back into the near far side corner. Trying to battle for it, eventually does is Kazai using his strength and covered up by Gavorowski. The net becomes dislodged. 11:34 remaining. 14 goals scored by the Hokies this weekend. They scored 11 last weekend at Stevenson. It's the last game of the road trip before they have 4 games at home, 2 against West Virginia, 2 against Maryland. Off the face-off, it goes to Maroon. Marin. His shot saved by Cook in his breadbasket. And we'll have a whistle. Pepe and Stewart. Stewart wins it to Cray. He's pinned by Pepe. To Cray. Gets it to Tulo. Tulo. Intended for Stewart. Stewart looking for number 2. One-handed shoot. Saved by Gierowski. Peduzzi out of the box. Hokies on the power play for 25 seconds. Sent down. Hokies now on the Grand Home Furnishing power play. They got 15 seconds to work. Lagis to Tulo. Tulo maneuvers his way in. Gets it over to Stewart, who can't get the shot off cleanly. And it'll be covered by Gierowski. 6 seconds remain on the power play. Virginia Tech leads 4-1. Scored 2 in the first, now 2 in the second, courtesy of Zach Stewart and Gavin Peduzzi. McDermott. He'll chip that one off the glass, and it goes into the Rider bench and out of play. These past couple meetings between the Hokies and the Broncos, there's been a lot of high scoring. Last year at the ACCHL Fall Showcase, these two combined for 18 goals, though it was Rider who came away with the win, 11-7. Then again last night, Hokies putting a 10 spot on the Broncos, winning 10-3, and tonight, and this afternoon, already winning 4-1. Good stick there by McAfee to keep the puck in the zone. Arthur Sang. Kinch, and penalty is expired for the Hokies as Rider pushes ahead. Lagis clears the puck out of the danger zone on the near side. Lagis will skate up by himself. He'll look, survey, centers it in front. Shot there by Seawick, and it's eventually squeezed by Gierowski with his legs. Sang. Tied up with Kenna. Battle on the far near side boards. Sang loses his stick, able to keep it in between his feet. Less than 10 minutes remaining. Sang, Surgeon. Sang still with it without a stick. Eventually kicks it to Kenna. And he'll just chip it off the boards, unable to be kept in by McAfee. Hokies will go for a full line change. Yeoman. Flip by McAfee to Campbell. And there's going to be a penalty coming up as Kubi and Turner had a little bit of a scuffle. Turner's definitely going to be sent to the box. So the Hokies will go on the Grand Home Furnishings power play. As that shot by Lagis scooped up by Gierowski. We've already capitalized on it once already with a goal by Garlock. Looking to make it a 4-score game. The Hokies this season, all of their wins have come by 3 or more goals. They have yet to have a game where they've won or lost by they've won by 1 or 2 goals. Just tells you how lethal this offense is. Kazai. He'll skate in. Gets it over to Logis. Unable to control it. Kazai. He'll take it. We'll send it around the boards. Able to be cleared. Kept in by Peduzzi. What a maneuver by his body. I believe that was off of his knee. Garlock tries to center it for Fantozzi. Shot there by Logis. Logis battling for it. Garlock. Puck still behind the net. Able to be cleared by Schneider. And the Hokies will retreat. Excuse me, that's Sullivan now. Sullivan shifty, leaves it for Tulo. Tulo falls down. Hokies still in the power play with less than a minute left. Kinch, glove down by Peduzzi. Peduzzi surveying. Feeds it for Hearn. And eventually covered up by Gurowski. Man, if you're a defender, I don't know how you defend Gavin Peduzzi. He can either shoot it or pass it. It's what makes him so dangerous as a scorer. That time he passed it in front of an open Austin Hearn, just couldn't capitalize on the great opportunity. As off the faceoff, Sullivan uses his body and it stays in. That's why they play keep up 4 games. Lanigan, that shot, rebound in front off the pad of Giborowski. Off the glass and cleared. 20 seconds remaining on the penalty to Turner. Sullivan leaves it for Lanigan. Lanigan hops, gives it over to Hearn. Hearn enters on the right side. He's got Stewart and Tulo. Hearn takes it himself. Hearn surveying, shooting that one, saved by Giborowski. .7:30 remaining here in the second. Shots on goal in favor of the Hokies, 36-17. Face-off won by the Hokies, 2 seconds remaining. Sullivan, Turner's gonna come out of the box. Fresh out of the box, he's gonna go for a change. Mike Connolly's out there now. McDermott loses his stick. Looks like it's gonna be a penalty, slashing on the Hokies. Going to be on Max Sullivan. He'll head to the box. So just as the Hokies get on the power play and the Ryder gets a man out of the box, now the Ryder is going on a power play and the Hokies have a man in the box. Score 1-4. Favor of the Hokies. McDermott wins the faceoff. Over to Kusumano. Gives it to Cole Schneider. Give it back to Kusumano at the point. Kusumano over to Schneider. Schneider thought about taking the shot. Gives it cross ice to Roush. His shot safe. And then no, it goes in! Justin Roush gets one back for the Bronx on the power play. Score stands now 4-2. It was a good decision there by Schneider to hold on to it. Gave it back to the point of Kusumano, who delivered it over to Roush, who sniped it past Cook. There's that one off the face-off. Kubi giving a little kiss on the helmet there, saying, I'm sorry I shot that at you. So we'll do this again at center ice. It'll be Fantozzi and Schneider going at it. Kubi off the face-off. Kicks it to himself. He's got Marshall Campbell with him. Kubi, shot! Saved by Giborowski. Less than 7 minutes remaining. Here in period number 2. Off the face-off, goes to the near side, Kusumano. He'll chip that one ahead. McAfee's stick was there to touch it first. Gives it to Logis, who gives it back to McAfee. McAfee. Fantozzi loses at his feet, backhands it. Kusumano. Chrome. Cross ice, intended for Kusumano, taken over by the Hokies. Fantozzi will rip that one off the blocker, Garowski, who hits that one out of play off the netting behind the net. Decent turnout this afternoon. I'd say a good 40-60 Bronco advantaged. Last night there was a lot more Hokie fans. Again, a lot of native Jersey Hokie players on this squad. I'll have to take the 7-hour trip back to Blacksburg either today or tomorrow because they got class on Monday. It's fall break in Blacksburg. So if you're watching and you're studying or just want to watch some hockey, welcome to the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Puck fed up high, glove down by Sargent. Still in the zone, Sargent fighting for it. Jackson call. Mike Connolly was cherry picking behind the defense. Connolly there will shuffle it ahead to Zangra. Yeoman will be hit there by Lanigan as he dumps it in. Sullivan. He'll turn it over. Pepe. His shot saved by Cook. Behind the net, Zangra. Lanigan chips it off the glass, kept in. Kusumano. Zangra. He'll be pushed by Lanigan off the puck. Sullivan. Back on the near side. Seawick able to clear it. Charging after is Zach Stewart. Stewart looking for a passing partner. Backhands it intended for Austin Hearn. Oh, the pass was a little too weak. Cole Schneider through two Hokies gets it to Convery. Austin Hearn will measle his way through into the zone. Hearn looking, gives it over. Down low to Barrett Lunder. Lunder to Tulo. Tulo on the near side. Tries to feed it in front. Stay there and shooting. That one is Stewart. Saved by Gavrowski. Stewart will be pinned up against by Convery. Lunder keeps it in. His slap shot blocked by Schneider, and it goes into the Hokies bench. 4:23 remaining. Tech leads the Bronx 4-2 at number 2. Face-off won by the Hokies. Kasai out of the face-off. Gets to the Garlock. His shot. Diving save by Gavrowski. Spreaded his legs out. As the puck clipped it. Kellogg finds the puck at his feet and goes out into the rider bench for a whistle. Folks, the Hokies will head outdoors on January 4th, 2025 as they take on the University of North Carolina Tar Heels in Charlotte. Don't miss history in the making and grab your tickets now. Tickets for the game are still on sale. It can be purchased online via the team's website. Should be a fun one. Breaking news though, VTHN will be at the game as that one by Kazai is covered up by Urowski. We'll be there in Charlotte, covering the game. Excited for that one. Beautiful Truist Field Park in Charlotte, adjacent to the Bank of America Stadium where the Carolina Panthers play. Lagas able to keep it in. Schneider loses it. Garlock. Now on the near side. Kazai to Garlock. Garlock centers it for Paduzzi. Blocked by the Rider defense. Now on the far side. McAfee will chip it back in. Kazai will be there to take it. Gives it to Paduzzi. His shot. Saved by Gavrowski. He was hugging that right post. McDermott. Off the netting and out of play. Off the face-off, kept in. Though the pass out of the reach of Teo Lanigan. Yelman will send it up the boards. Goes all the way down. No icing call. Campbell. Fantozzi. Fantozzi skating in. He'll go to the far side. His shot. Looking for a deflection from Kubi. Lanigan. Over to Fantozzi. Fantozzi shot. Saved by Yarowski. Fantozzi was creeping. Good find there by Lanigan. Lanigan stick unable to get that one, and the Hokies will have to retreat to the neutral zone. Fantozzi tried to leave it for Kubi. Read there by Cole Schneider. Off the board, Schneider. Excuse me, that's Marshall Campbell. He'll find the puck on the near side corner. Campbell, pressed by Yeoman. Fantozzi will send it around the boards. Will be taken by Marin. Marin. Battle there by Kubi. Campbell. Kept in. Kubi. He's got 3 Hokies. He decides to shoot it himself. Saved by Gavrowski. Pass ahead for Schneider. Unable to get it, as that's going to be in front of the Rider bench. Taken up by Campbell. Campbell. That shot. Wide of the net. Sang. The whole 4th line out there for the Hokies. Sang. Sargent. As well as Shane Stewick out there for the Hokies offense. Trevor Kellogg. Pepe for the Rider. His shot. That one just above the right shoulder of Cook. That one blocked by Lunder. Hokies doing a good job getting in front of the net and blocking shots. Rouch. Cusimano. He's thrown down there by Arthur Sang. Sang. He'll stop in his tracks, turn around. 1 minute remaining here in the second period. 2-4 to score. Trevor Kellogg. He'll be able to clear at least the center ice. Gets it ahead for Sang. Sang leading into the zone. His shot saved by Gavrowski. Shots in favor of the Hokies, 45-20. You get another offensive productive period. Be Peduzzi and Schneider. Peduzzi looking for history. As that shot off the face-off, Peduzzi takes it. His shot scores! 3 goals yesterday, 2 goals tonight for number 12. 1 point away from history. 1 point to tie, 2 to take the lead. I mean, there is nothing more I can say about Gavin Peduzzi in my 3 years of calling Virginia Tech hockey. He's done everything. A great player on the ice, a great player off of it. He's leading this Hokies team to one of the best starts they've had in recent memory. As Peduzzi, with less than 30 seconds left, gets it to the point of Lagas. Lagas' shot saved by Gavrowski. Peduzzi shaking his head like, yeah, I want that point before the period expires. I want to make history this afternoon. He'll take the faceoff against Cole Schneider. Kazai charging in after the faceoff. Kept in by Lagas. Lagas falls down. Kicked by Peduzzi into the neutral zone. Cole Schneider. Ryder trying to make one last push. That shot by Marino over the glove of Cook and against the glass behind the net. Lagas. Garlock. Garlock shooting that one. Saved by Gavrowski with 10 seconds remaining. Through 7 games, Peduzzi has 24 points. It's insane. Off the face-off. That shot by McAfee. Deflected. High above the net. 3 seconds remaining. Garlock will just try to shoot it. loses it, and that will conclude the second period. Hokies tacked on 2 in the first, 3 in the second. They'll take a 5-2 lead as we head into the final period of play. 40 minutes down, 20 to go. We'll be back here on the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Start of the third period here in Lawrenceville. The Hokies taking a commanding 5-2 lead over the Brighter Broncs as we begin the final period of play. Welcome back inside Cy Fieldhouse. It's an incredible weekend here on the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Our first road trip of the season in the history of the Virginia Tech Hockey Network. Super excited to be here, broadcast both games. Hokies doing what they were doing on the ice, scoring 10 last night, 5 this afternoon. Looking for their 7th straight win. And we do have an update, actually. So Gavin Peduzzi, as we mentioned coming into this game, needed 3 points to tie the all-time scoring record, 4 to take the lead. He has 2 goals and 1 assist. That automatically ties him with the record held by Henrik Peterson. Peduzzi with the next point will have secured first all-time and program history points scored. An accomplished feat in only his 83rd game with the Hokies. He'll take the face-off against Cole Schneider to open up the final period of play. And away we go. 20 more minutes of action. Hokies start off strong. Ethan Garlock chasing after his first shot. Wide of the net, kept in by Logis. Schneider backhanded to McKeach. McAfee to Kazai. Kazai whiffs on the pass. Shimano's knocked down by Logis, who battles with McKeach for it. Picked out and taken by Peduzzi behind the net. Peduzzi over to Logis. Logis had a nice chat with him prior to the game. 21-year-old freshman, defenseman. Throw it ahead. Turner. Stretch pass for Pepe. Taken by Logis. Logis. Sullivan. Logis and Sullivan are playing together. That shot there from Rauch is saved by Cook. Rauch already with a goal today. 57 seconds into the period. Face off to the right of Shane Cook. Tie up there by Stuart McDermott. Taken there by Ty Schneider. Max Sullivan will hit it off the glass. Glove down by Schneider, who throws it. Loses his glove. Kellogg will take it. Excuse me, that's Lanigan. Tulo. Puck out of his reach. McDermott now on the near side. Past the Bronx bench. Interesting how this arena is shaped, where the Hokies are on the far side and the Bronx are on the near side. As ahead now comes Zach Stewart, who already has a goal tonight. Stewart takes it wide, tries to center in front. Tulo backhanded, saved by Yaworowski, still in front. Kenna able to clear it. Sullivan. Off the stick of Tulo. Yeoman, he's been busy tonight, off the body of Stewart. Stewart tried to look for Tulo, read there by Kenna. Kenna clears out of the zone to Mike Conley. Ty Schneider now bringing it up on the left side. Will be sticked away by Barrett Lunder, who didn't play last night, playing today. Him and Shane Seawick are the extras on the bus on this road trip for the Hokies. Gaworowski throws that one to the side. Kube there, hit by Kenna. Kellogg off the boards. Fantozzi. Campbell. Campbell trying to stay with it. Fantozzi trying to intervene. Cole Schneider breaks it up. Kellogg, his wrist shot. Blocked by Ty Schneider. Schneider brothers are out there. Chris Kuby to Campbell. He'll back that one. Sticked away by Gaworowski in front of the net. 3 minutes gone now in the final period of play. Shots in favor of the Hokies, 50-21. Another 50 piece by this Hokies offense. Is that backhanded shot by Snyder? Saved by Cook. Lunder loses it to Schneider. Schneider Tries to go around the edges of the red circle. Blocked there by Sang from the shot from Call. Under will take it on the near side. Banks it as he gets hit and loses a stick from McKeach. Stick flies. Kellogg will take it on the far side. And goes off the stick of Cusimano, so no icing. Sang gets there first. Surgeon will throw it behind the net. Seawick tries to center it. Sang late to the party, though, gets a shot off. Surgeon keeping the puck in the offensive end. Fourth line for the Hokies being very productive. As Sang, he'll shoot that one cross ice. No one home. Big hit by Sang on Call. Call falls down. I mean, we've talked about it multiple times on the gobbler effect, and throughout the season with Coach Mullenhound, how this team has so much depth within its lines that you can put anybody with anyone and they'll produce for you. It was like that last season, but I feel like this season there's more reasoning and more evidence. As that one's deflected in. The Broncos get one back. Obviously, this game a lot closer than last night. Hokies still in front, 5-3. Peduzzi on the ice. Lanigan off the face-off. Will throw it in, Yeoman. To Turner. Turner will rip that one, intercepted by Garlock. Garlock will send it in around the boards to the near side. First one there is Kazai. He gets spun around by Turner. Falls down, loses his stick. Zangra. Bunch of Hokies there batting at it. Sullivan able to come up with it. Tries to get it to Garlock, who lays a hit on Turner. Ethan Garlock, have yourself a weekend. As now ahead is Peduzzi. Peduzzi trying to evade around Yeoman. Puck goes right to Garowski, who makes the easy save. So McDermott gets the goal for the Bronx, as confirmed by our PA announcer. And once again, we want to extend a thank you to Breakout Sports Broadcasting for allowing us to come up to New Jersey and broadcast this weekend. He's off the face-off in the offensive zone. Puck's batted and eventually taken by Austin Hearn, who tries to get it to Matt Tulo, who was waiting there dangerously in front of the net. All three offensive Hokies right in the bottom of the zone. Marin will try to evade around Tulo. Tulo, good defense there. Able to strip it away. Now comes Stewart. Stewart to Tulo. Tulo trying to get a shot off, but was jammed. Kellogg off the stick of Hearn, so no icing. Hokies go for an offensive line change. Ty Schneider. Little battle in front of the Hokies bench with Marshall Campbell. Scored a goal last night. Kellogg battling with Rouch for it. Poked ahead now, it's Campbell. 3-on-2. Campbell, Fantozzi, and Kubi. Campbell loses it. Centers it, though. Lagos kicks it to himself, but it's out of the offensive zone. As big hit there from McDermott on McAfee as the puck goes out of play. .43 remaining. Fantozzi will take the faceoff. It's going to actually be moved to center ice. Be Turner. The Yeoman. Yeoman kicked by McDermott. Back to Yeoman's possession. Rouch flips it. Caught there by Lagos. Fantozzi A little hot potato with the puck in the neutral zone. He'll be kicked, flipped, and offside says. Oh, and there's a little contact between McDermott and McAfee. Those two come in contact again, though. The refs are just going to step in, say, all right, gentlemen, you had your fun. Now go to your benches. Now, I forgot to get a update on the penalty minutes. I know I mentioned before that the over-under between me and the Riders broadcast group was 30 minutes over-under. I believe we're at the under point still. I could be wrong. As Peduzzi off the face-off, he's on the ice along with Kazai and Garlock. Garlock tries to weave his way through two Broncs, unable to do so. Marin's pass intercepted by Peduzzi. Sharp turn there by Garlock, gives it over to Kazai, back to Garlock, to Kazai, who could not finish. Oh, baby, what a beauty of a pass from Garlock to Kazai, who had an open shot, just couldn't deliver. .51 remaining. Tech holding on to a 2-goal lead. As it stands, they would win 7 in a row and will clinch their first ACCHL points of the season. And last night's contest didn't do that as Sullivan's shot blocked by Rauch. Kazai tried to feed it to Sullivan. The puck will trickle into the neutral zone, so the Hokies will have to retreat. Sullivan will hit that one off the top of the boards, off the red part. Kept in, Peduzzi always finds his way to the puck. He'll shoot that one, saved. Rebound in front, Garlock tries a wraparound. Still has it, his shot, and it goes to the back of the boards. Peduzzi to Garlock, back to Peduzzi. Peduzzi looking for a partner to pass to. Gets it over to Lanigan, who gets it to Peduzzi on the far side. Over to Kazai. Kazai backhands that one over Giverowski. Kicked and kept in by Sullivan. Sullivan to Kazai. Kazai's shot saved by Giverowski. Scrunched up but made the save. Reminder, Peduzzi is only 1 point away from making history. They'll head to the bench, get some much needed rest. Still plenty of time left in this one. Fantozzi will go up against Kenna. Tie up there, taken by Shane Stewart, who shoots that one, saved by Jarowski. 57 shots on goal, more than 100 for sure this total weekend from the Hokies. Chrome. That one cleared all the way down, no icing. Kellogg chased there by Zengra. Pops back out to Kenna, who shoots that one wide of the net. Lunder with it will just throw it around and it trickles to the Rider zone. Chrome off the glass. Bodied and kept in by Sang. Sang looking, shooting that one. Might have aimed for a deflection off of Siwick. Was unable to do so. Kellogg to Siwick, who just throws that one to the stick of Chrome. Chrome off of Cook. Kellogg towards the Hokies bench. Bouncing puck, controlled by McKeach. McKeach takes it wide left. Oh, backhand that one behind the net to Marin. Marin to Schneider. Chrome there, Lunder. Meet. Schneider tried to get it to McKeach, who was coming in the slot. Couldn't deliver the one-timer. Hearn. Puck kept in. We'll throw it to the back wall. Tulo being decisive. Ryder now will push. Marin. They'll go for a change. Ryder goes defense and offense. They'll switch it up. McAfee to Lagis. First defensive line for the Hokies has done pretty well this season. Combination of McAfee and Lagis. 2 6+ foot defensemen. with tons of hockey experience. Kubi, his shot, deflected and almost in. Off the chest to Giverowski. McAfee, his shot, almost deflected off of Kubi. And goes to the far side corner. McAfee keeps it in. Campbell waits. He'll be pinned. McDermott will take over. Leaves it in front for Bertozzi, who shoots it. That one blocked by a Rider defender, and he's down. It's Kusumano who took that to the head, I believe. Fantozzi slap shot. That was, in fact, almost mere inches for going in. It looks like Kusumano is going to be okay as he heads to the bench. A nasty block. An effective one indeed. 9:30 remaining. We got a stoppage of play here, and we're going to have a face-off to the left of Giverowski on the near side. Off the face-off. Turner is trying to be back-checked there from Lunder. Excuse me, that was Fantozzi. Now ahead is Lagis. Lagis skating ahead. He'll enter the zone. Lagis tries to maneuver around. Unable to do so. McAfee is going to draw a penalty on Schneider. McAfee knew it. Got a little too handsy with the top half of Cole Schneider, and he'll head to the box. And Ryder will go on the power play. McDermott. Peduzzi. The Hokies can score on the short-handed too. They've done so many times this season as Sullivan loses a stick. Peduzzi lends it to him, Peduzzi without a stick. That shot saved by Cook. The captain, Gavin Peduzzi, a team player, giving his stick to Sullivan, who was without it. Sullivan's stick flew all the way to center ice. Face-off won by the Bronx. Kusumano to Schneider. Cole Schneider back to Kusumano. Kusumano over to now to McDermott. Excuse me, that's Rauch. Lanigan on the ice. In front, Schneider saved by Cook! Reaching out with his right pad! Denying Schneider! Interference is the call on McAfee. As Kazai now without a stick will try to play man-to-man with Kusumano. Kusumano. His wrist shot deflected off the skate of Pepe. Lanigan falling down. No call on the ice. Rauch through the legs of Peduzzi. And falling down, able to clear. Good job there by the captain. 8 minutes remaining. 2-score game. Ryder on the power play. Hokies send out their second unit on the penalty kill. McKeach. He'll get bodied by Zach Stewart in front of the net as the official falls down. Puck bouncing. Stewart trying to get on a breakaway, unable to do so. Kept in by Schneider. Schneider tries to measle his way around Lagis. Stays with it on the far side. Gets it to the point to his brother Ty. Ty back to Cole. Cole walking in. Gets it across Marin. A little too far in front of him. Gets it back to Ty Schneider. Schneider, his wrist shot blocked there by Lagis. Another block by Lagis. Still in front. Cook covers it up. And a whistle is finally blown. Some more pushing and shoving. I believe that's Kellogg and Marin at the bottom of the pile. Just trying to protect his goalie. 14 seconds remaining on the power play. be McKeach, Schneider, Marin, Cusimano, and Ty Schneider for the Broncos as the faceoff goes right to Trevor Kellogg, who's able to get it ahead of Kubi. Fantozzi backhands that one, wastes more time off the clock as the rider penalty will expire. McAfee out of the box. Back to even strength of the Hokies. Cusimano. He'll skate in. Sandwich between two Hokies. That's Fantozzi and Logis. McAfee fresh out of the penalty box. Will send it to the far side. Ty Schneider will slap shot that one right to the red basket of Cook, and he'll just cover it up. Deciding maybe to leave it to Logis, which he will. Risky there, but Logis will take it himself. He finds some open ice on the left side. He'll take it in. Logis has shot that one wide of Gierowski. Ryder now, still down by 2. McDermott trying to work his way around McAfee. Gets it alone, is shooting and scoring as he falls down. Mark McDermott gets the home crowd pumped as now Ryder trails by 1. A bend, don't break situation for the Hokies. With a little more than 6 minutes remaining in this one. Puck goes past Sullivan. Mike Connolly able to be shrugged off. Sullivan behind the net. Little survey. Gives it over to Garlock on the near side. Hokies first line is out there with Paduzzi and Kazai. Kinch. Pressured by Gavin Paduzzi. Good forecheck there by the Hokies. Paduzzi fighting for it. Penalty on Paduzzi. As everything's going right for Ryder right now, they'll be on the power play. Paduzzi heads back to the box. As I said, a bend, don't break situation. A very crucial power play now for the Bronx. Down 1 on the man advantage. 5:52 remaining. Shots in favor of the Hokies, 59-31. Though the Bronx could even the score with 1 goal. Off the face-off. Stewart clears it down. We'll see how conservative Coach Mullen wants to play this. This is the first time the Hokies are ahead by 1 goal in the third period this season. Is that shot deflected by Pepe? Cusimano. Look, at the top of the circle. He'll just skate with it. Big hit by Lanigan. He'll go to the near side. Schneider. Work around Tulo. Schneider over to McDermott. McDermott back to Schneider, who couldn't finish it off. Cusimano keeps it in. Rauch to Cusimano. McDermott. McDermott back to Cusimano. Shooting that one. Saved by Cook. Kicks it. Pepe. Shooting that one. Deflected and over the net. Schneider keeps it in. Big hit delivered there by Lanigan once again. Less than a minute remaining on the power play for the Bronx. Schneider gets it over to Cusimano. Back to Schneider. Gets it over to Pepe. Pepe shooting that one off the post. Though Cook had that side pretty much covered up. Schneider shoots that one over the blocker side of Cook. Hokies desperately need to clear it. Sullivan will slap shot that one. Kept in by Schneider. Schneider. Cusimano. Back to Schneider. He'll feed that one across for the one-time attempt by Rauch. And eventually clear down by Zach Stewart. And the Hokies will go on a much-needed change as the power play will expire for Ryder. Great job there by the Hokies defense. Marin. Back check there by Fantozzi. Lagis loses it. He'll shuffle it to the far side. Sticks everywhere. One broken, one not. Kept him by Yeoman. His shot blocked by Fantozzi. Chipped up to neutral ice. Turner, he's got Campbell behind him. He'll backhand that to Yeoman on the far side. Yeoman swings it around behind the net. Turner, over to Marin. Marin to McKeach. McKeach enters the zone. 3:13 remaining. Sandwich and hit hard by Campbell. Is that shot by Rauch in front of Lagis? Looks like it's going to be a penalty possibly. Yes, on Marshall Campbell on the hit on McKeach, who's still down on one knee on the near side. Something you do not need if you're the Virginia Tech Hokies is to give Ryder another power play, which they have done. So with 3:05 remaining, Ryder will go on the power play once again. The Hokies did a good job, though the puck was in the zone the entire 2 minutes. And then you also got to ask yourself, if you're Ryder, when do you pull Givorowski? You can get a 6-on-4 man advantage. Timeout called on the ice. Folks, tune in next Friday to the Virginia Tech Hockey Network as we head back home as the Virginia Tech Hokies take on rival West Virginia. Should be a good one. It's going to be a blackout. So are those who want to attend at the Lancelot Sports Complex or on the live stream. Tune in next Friday. Should be a good one between the Hokies and the Mountaineers. Looking forward to that one. The Mountaineers, the defending Admiral Cup champions, defeated St. Joe's last night. But for Tech, they're not much looking ahead. They're looking at what's happening right now, focusing on this game. Shots in favor of the Hokies, 59-34. But the scoreboard, 5-4. We come out of the timeout break. We'll see what Adam Fox, in his second year as head coach for the Ryder Broncs, will draw up. And for Coach Mullen, in his 17th head coaching season, 13th with the Virginia Tech Hokies, tons of experience behind the bench. We'll see what each team's strategy is, as Peduzzi will be out there against McDermott to do the faceoff. One by Peduzzi. Lagis will slap shot that one, and it clears all the way down. Couldn't have drew it up any better. Givorowski, Schneider, Kusumano, Kazai and Peduzzi lurking for the Hokies. Schneider will turn himself around. Gets it past Peduzzi and Kazai to Kusumano. Kusumano will patiently wait. Met there by McAfee, who delivers a hit. Peduzzi falls down. McDermott unable to keep it in the zone. Bronx will have to retreat. 1:22 remaining on the power play. It's going to be a minute and some change remaining when both teams go back to even strength. Kazai able to try to chip it ahead for Peduzzi, who breaks himself free. All he has to be is Kusumano. Peduzzi's shot! That one wide. Too low. Keeps it in. Though Peduzzi's going to have to retreat and head to the bench. 2 minutes remaining. 1 minute remaining on the power play for the Broncs. Critical situation. Givorowski a good 10 feet outside of his crease. Keeping an eye on him. Schneider. Over to Ty Schneider. Givorowski heads to the bench as Shane Cook makes the save. .145 remaining, 40 seconds on the power play. Givorowski is basically at the top of the red circle on the near side in the Ryder zone. He's going to immediately skate to the bench. Off, won by the Hokies. Peduzzi will chip it in, so Gavralski will have to wait a couple more seconds in net. Ty Schneider stops in his tracks. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. 1:30 left in this one. And the 90 seconds tick. Keench, Gavralski to the bench. 6-on-4 for the next 18 seconds. Ty Schneider. Cole Schneider. Cole Schneider's shot blocked by Tulo. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Cole Schneider plays tango with Matt Tulo. McKeach over to the side, saved by Cook. What a shot and what a save from coast to coast, Shane Cook. My goodness. 1 minute remaining in the game. Couldn't have asked for a better shot, but a better save by Shane Cook. Still a 6-on-5 now. Rauch on the far side. Away with it, gets it over to Ty Schneider. 50 seconds remaining. McDermott back to Ty Schneider. Schneider trying to be intercepted by McAfee, kept in by McDermott. McDermott shot that one off the skate of Peduzzi. Puck still in the zone behind the net. McAfee slap shots that one, still in the zone, kept in by McKeach. McDermott around the net. Cole Schneider. Peduzzi, 25 seconds remaining. His shot, flings it in, just missed. Looking for the all-time record by inches. Missed. 19 seconds remain. Folks, coming down to the wire, setting the situation. 20 seconds remain. Virginia Tech leads 5-4 over the Rider Broncs. League points are at stake. The Broncs will have a 6-on-5 man advantage. The Hokies, who have been on their heels this third period, look to fend off the Broncs, who have charged hard, scoring 2 this period. Timeouts called on the ice. Shots on goal in favor of the Hokies, 59-36. Will the Hokies leave Jersey on a 7-game win streak? Will Rider even this up and potentially go to an overtime? Face-off will be to the left of Shane Cook, who's been phenomenal, including that last save where he went from coast to coast, from Atlantic to Pacific, and made the save on Mark Marin. He will now be tasked in the final 20 seconds with protecting the lead as the faceoff goes to the Broncs. Blocked there by Peduzzi. Kept in 15 seconds. Schneider, puck trickles in and covered up by Cook. Some more pushing and shoving. 11.1 seconds to be on the clock exact. The building anxious. What will happen in these next 11 seconds? Peduzzi, McDermott. McDermott will be kicked out, so it will be Peduzzi and Schneider. Face off, won by Rider. Hokies trying to clear. Puck goes to the far side corner. Logis will just try to hold it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and the Hokies will walk out of New Jersey on a 7-game win streak. As some more pushing and shoving, Marin gets into it with Peduzzi, who takes off his helmet, and Peduzzi more pushing and shoving. You don't want that if you're the Hokies. Some obvious frustration from the Rider Broncs, who have now lost 5 in a row, as a punch was thrown by Marin. Lanigan instigating it, but Marin throwing a swing. What a way to end this weekend series. Again, Virginia Tech coming out on top of Nail Biter, but they get the win, they get the points, and they leave New Jersey, head to a 4-game homestand in the next 2 weeks on a 7-game win streak. Once again, final score, the Virginia Tech Hokies 5, the Rider Bronx 4. I want to say a great thank you to Breakout Sports Broadcasting once again for allowing us to take the 7-hour trip from Blacksburg up to Lawrenceville to broadcast these 2 games. I also want to give a shout out to our cameraman of the weekend, Greg Pierce, my father. We have no crew with us, but you gotta make what you do, what you have, and I am thankful for my father, who, took control of the video for this weekend. So, big thanks to him. Big thanks to Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Big thanks to all of you who are watching this afternoon. Final score once again: Virginia Tech 5, Rider 4. We'll see you next Friday. Have a good night.